Welcome everyone to the Justin 2 ViDoc for Witch Queen, Light in the Darkness. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm recording this a little bit late, but I've not seen the ViDoc. The only thing I've heard so far is about the Void subclass, but I'm super excited. Witch Queen is coming out in 2 days. So it's Sunday right now, so it's coming out in 2 days. And I will be streaming it. I have the day off. I have the day off, the full day off from work. So we will be streaming. So let's see what they got in store for us. I want to see all the details because I have not seen anything.
I know what you're wondering. What is true and what is false?
Oh shit.
The Witch Queen is an unsettling mystery.
I hope so.
Our biggest foe, Savathun, has our grandest tool, the light.
Oh god, Nova Bomb.
That we planted way back in Destiny 1.
I'm here to protect humanity.
How do we stop this?
The stakes in the universe are rising, and it's the greatest challenge that we've ever faced.
We're shedding that dogma of light equals good, darkness equals bad. We're really entering the mists and trying to discern what's in front of us and what's lurking just underneath the
Holy
surface.
shit, we got
What is
the
your
worms.
truth now?
There are a lot of bombshells in the Witch Queen narrative. And that's just scratching the surface.
We're gonna end up working with the worms. Like your ire. We're gonna end up working with them to take down Savathun. That's what's gonna happen.
And Season of the Risen is chapter 1 and the beginning of the end for the Light and Darkness saga.
We're really getting to the core of what it means to be a guardian. We are looking at
Look at this look at that animation. Look at that video.
And darkness.
We have a big bad that we've been anticipating for a really long time coming back in the form of Savathun.
Savathun's had a hand in most of the major conflicts that we've been involved with.
Yeah, Dreaming City.
We've heard about Savathun for years and just bits and pieces, and then like you see it slowly building over seasons until we come to this huge critical point.
Savathun's no longer just someone you hear about.
She's not just interfering in little ways. She's now ready to take center stage.
Sight. 1, 2, 3.
Savathun, she's larger than life. We wanted to make her feel imposing and very regal and dancing through motion in some way.
Light offers us a fresh start.
She's very manipulative. She is very ethereal, but she also has like that creepiness to her.
I love that they're showing the motion
She
cap.
promised she'd help us out with this pyramid ship problem that's coming our way. But the reality of the situation is Savathun is only on Savathun's side. We've outlived our purpose,
Anna!
and it is to
Anna
Savathun's
Brace
benefit
be helping
to
us.
wipe us off that chessboard.
Lived among
Poor
us.
Osiris.
She has played us for fools. She knows us inside and out. And she's been a step ahead of us, like, the whole way. So how do you beat someone like that?
It isn't too late. You can still be forgiven. Be careful.
I'll hold you to it.
In order to beat Savathun, you need to understand Savathun.
Her throne world is a manifestation of Savathun's own personality, which is in Witch Queen going through a transformation through the light.
She has these areas that she's kind of trying to shun and push away. For
All the
old hive
darkness.
areas, it's much more atmospheric. It's very dense. It's very claustrophobic. It's spooky.
There's a pyramid.
Then when you make your way into the Lucent Hive area, it's a lot more open and broad. It's definitely brighter. It's definitely more lively.
We want people to look at it like an impressionist painting, something that's very pretty from far away. but
That's
as you
very
get
specific.
closer, it's
And
not
very
really what it
interesting.
seems. It's very unsettling.
Oh shit.
You're looking
That
at
arm just
shapes,
moved.
you're looking at these things within the world, and you're not entirely sure what they are, and you have to get close, and you have to investigate.
What's really going to be exciting for players is that they're going to get to play that part of psychic detective, trying to solve the many mysteries of the throne world.
Psychic detective. What the hell? Oh, that's
Witch
creepy.
Queen campaign, I think, is probably the most ambitious campaign we've made in a very long time.
You know, ever since Forsaken.
Definitively Destiny campaign, so leaning into the journey you can find in exotic missions or the mechanics you might find in a dungeon.
You have to kind of think your way through. You have to figure
More
out,
hive
hey,
runes.
what do I need to do next in order to get to the end of this?
We've got Savathun, right? The Queen of Lies. So this campaign is full of surprises.
Savathun has all these abilities, and you got to make sure that all of the abilities of the bosses would be something worthy
She's a
of her.
warlock.
And as I kept
Savathun is a
thinking about
warlock.
this, you know, I felt like I was really becoming Savathun.
We've also added the
Legendary
legendary
and
difficulty,
classic.
which is called Become Legend.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's gonna be loaded with these moments that are gonna be frustrating, almost like teeth gnashing, but when you get through those encounters, you're gonna feel like really accomplished.
Double rewards, yeah.
As people who have worked on raids and dungeons before, being able to broaden that experience for any kind of player who comes in is really important.
If the Witch Queen is the psychic detective
We
fantasy
still got
journey,
more
then Season
Scorn.
of the Risen is that same detective throwing on their flak jacket and defending Earth from the Hive Guardians and the Lucent Hive and Savathun herself.
All right, Crow, being a hunter,
When
I love it.
Savathun shows up on our doorstep with the light, the first person to lend us help is Keitel.
You want us to hit them?
I need us to hit them.
She's got this light suppressing technology that the Cabal were using in Season of the Chosen. Now she's going to help us use that against the Lucent Hive.
When you're working with Keitel, she has a different approach. It's not about asking questions, it's about getting in there and extracting.
We don't really understand what happened when Savathun actually was able to take the light. So the campaign and Season
Look
of the
at
Risen
that!
in many ways
Hunter!
is about that
Holy
story.
shit!
Guardians need to stop Savathun's
That
advance
Void
against the
Hunter!
Throne World. And Savathun
Can the Hunter
poses an
finally- can the Void
existential
Hunter
threat
finally be
to
aggressive now?
everyone, because she basically has an undead army.
In fighting the Lucent Brood, this isn't our first time in the game fighting other light bearers, but it is the first time that we'll be facing other
Mhm.
light bearers that have much more relentless.
Look at that hunter.
motives.
Look at that Hive Hunter.
When you look at these Hive Guardians
Dave
and when
Samuel.
they do their abilities, you immediately make that connection like, oh, they are using my powers against me. As soon as we see the Knight pop its super and it has 2 shields, you immediately are like, oh yeah, I see that connection! And then it's like, and then you're like, hits with those things, and then
Oh,
you're
we
dead,
love
and it's
Dave
just an
Samuel.
amazing experience.
The Guardians
That's
themselves kind of feel
nasty.
like a fire team that you're fighting against. You got every class represented.
The Acolyte, when that character casts, does very similar thing as the player, like the Arc Wizard. The sparks go out.
Fucking
it's
Dave
ready to
Samuel.
go. If you're not smart about it, if you're not paying attention, you are essentially going to have to play that fight over again.
If you're
Oh.
successful
Those
in
Hive
taking
are
down
big,
one of these
too.
Hive units that are wielding the light, you actually have to go up and kill their ghosts.
That was like one of my favorite things that we were able to do in this game, is just that moment where you crush the ghost.
Oh, look, it has a little
Kind of
revive button
this
too, though you shouldn't
moral
finish it.
dilemma. A ghost is your companion, and now suddenly you have one in your hand and you're about to crush it.
The first time it happens, you're like looking at your hand like, I can't believe what I've just done. Am I doing this? Should I be doing this?
I have a ghost.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What
Like,
is
this
going
Look at that.
Savathun and her Lucent Brood are the
That
most dangerous enemies
Hive,
we've faced
that
so far.
Hive
And
Hunter
so we're
looks
gonna need
awesome.
better, more powerful weapons and
Looks
tools
so good.
to fight against that threat.
We did a bunch of work early on looking at various different types of weapons we could add to the sandbox.
We wanted to introduce a special weapon archetype that was effective more at a middle range, but also had these kind of additional roles associated with it.
Oh, the glaives.
The glaive is a projectile weapon, and it is a shield, and it's a melee weapon. We wanted to keep that experience in first person. It has an immediacy that you don't really get when you're using a sword because the camera is so much further back. Because this is also a projectile weapon with a slower moving projectile, the onus of skill on aiming these weapons is about leading and compensating for the speed of the projectile and anticipating that.
Good
If you're in
decision.
a really difficult encounter and one of your
Very good
teammates
decision.
dies somewhere out in the open where you normally wouldn't be able to get to them, you can bring that shield up and actually get the revive and then fall back.
Oh, that looks awesome. I love that.
Glaives originate with Savathun trying to steal an extremely powerful weapon for her own use, and players will use the weapon crafting recipes that they find throughout the campaign in order to reconstruct this incredibly powerful
Oh,
and
it looks so
incredibly
cool.
ancient weapon.
When you put together your glaive in the campaign, you just get a taste that that's what you want to do for the rest of the weapons that you get.
Weapon crafting
lets you target a specific role and go and build that, and you know how long it's going to take you to get there, and you get exactly the
Father Sin's Thoughtless.
I really want to see what people do with it and like the feedback that we're gonna get and
the
people
Enigma.
sharing all of the things that they're doing with that new system.
You're creating your guardian, and you want to be able to shape your guardian into what you want them to be. And this gives us a great opportunity to continue to do that.
I'm actually very excited
This
to
is
see this.
a really big season for weapons in particular. We've got 8 brand new exotics. Osteostriga exotic submachine gun. This is something which Guardians have made, but it's modeled after weapons of sorrow, like Thorn and Touch of Malice. Fires swarms of tiny homing projectiles that land on a target.
Holy
and
shit!
load in this poison burst.
It looks like a
We have an
corrupted
exotic
recluse.
machine gun, where the whole idea is be the Colossus. You can launch a barrage of up to 20 homing missiles.
It's a comical
Yes!
amount of projectiles.
Yes!
We're doing an exotic glaive for each class
That's
this
machine
time,
gun?
and the exotic perks tie deeply into the mechanics of the classes. We think they're going to be really cool additions to build crafting. We've got, the usual suite of raid weapons, destination, activity, seasonal. I recounted it this morning, and I think it's about 50 new weapons.
Hey,
You're
and
gonna
they're like,
have
hey
two
guys, you
exotic
got 50
armors
more
for
weapons
each
coming.
class, totaling 6, 1 stasis, 1 non-stasis. The Titan stasis exotic. Cast your barricade, and instead of, this Traveler's Light and the Rally Barricade, you create a giant wall of ice. Even though this thing is massive, you still get all the benefits of a Rally Barricade.
Oh, that's awesome.
Warlock Void exotic. We called them the Devouring Rift legs because we wanted Empowering Rift to feel like it had a place in endgame content the way that Healing Rift does. Empowering Rift doesn't heal you. Well, what if it did?
In season 16, you're
Oh,
gonna
so when
see
you get
a
kills in the
massive
Empowering Rift,
revamp
you get
to the
healed
Void
up.
subclass
Okay.
system
That's
across all 3 classes.
that is awesome.
This is a
I love
huge
it.
update and will allow players to build craft in ways that they've
Yes!
never done before.
Yes!
One of the
Thank
things we
you
wanted
so
to
much.
do is
We're
create
waiting
a
for
core
this.
set of verbs like we did with stasis.
Anyone can run suppressor.
Child
now.
of the Old
I think
Gods.
that's
What a
pretty
name.
Cool
That's
thing
probably,
to be
I'm
able
going to be
do.
running suppressor
Yeah.
grenade.
Oh, yeah.
Prom.
Oh yeah,
I want
Hunter
you to
Suppressor.
feel like you
Oh
were the
yeah,
Banshee
Hunter
Vampire.
Suppressor
Feel
grenade.
like you were the Night Stalker. Feel like you were that protector, that big Sentinel Titan. So you're gonna see things like Bastion, a new Titan aspect, where you take your big old Sentinel shield, slam it into the ground, and create this void barricade that's gonna apply overshield to you and your buddies.
My favorite aspect is probably Child of the Old Gods. As this warlock controlling space and time, I'm able to rip a hole into another dimension and then pull out this little sentient black hole. Whenever I target an enemy, my little black hole buddy is gonna fly over there and start draining their life force.
Okay,
The
that's
Void
awesome.
3.0 update is really setting the stage for how we're thinking
I
about
love
updating
it.
subclasses for the rest
I'm
of the
so
year.
looking forward
We're
to
gonna
messing with all
extend
this shit.
philosophy to Solar and Arc. Solar obviously is going to be about burning, but there's this other component to Solar, and that's healing. Arc is all about chaining. It's all about lightning, direct attacks, quickness. We're going to take the fantasies that you know and love today. We're going to embellish them.
Let's
So
go.
what you'll see is all of the new abilities.
Fucking
all the new
Hunter
actions
Slam to
take,
make you
reinforce
invisible. I
that
love
to
it.
the core. Pretty excited about it.
Witch Queen is very much the culmination of the last 6 to 7 years of just Destiny all together. And really, this is starting the road to the final showdown. But things aren't necessarily just dark and light
Kaito.
anymore. There's a lot more nuance in the game.
It's going to be a real fight. Players have something that they're really going to be challenged by.
And I'm looking forward to the
Find
glaive.
out what's been going on with Sabathun. I'm excited.
Guardians are so clever, aren't you?
From the throne world to the campaign to the customizable build crafting, it all comes together to make Destiny feel really new and fresh.
We've got more Destiny coming this year than any other year before. It's one of the most ambitious releases we've ever put together, and the team is firing on all cylinders.
Tell me, Guardian, what do you think you're going to do?
Ooh. 2. Ooh. Yeah, I got the pre-order bundle. Oh man, I'm so excited, guys. Fucking, I love the changes they made with the Void subclass. I'm loving the look of them. God, I noticed they didn't mention like the Hunter exotics with one of the 2 new Hunter exotics. They didn't mention anything about that. They talked about the Titan one. They talked about a Warlock one. No mention the hunter. My guess the hunter may not be too crazy. Then again, we'll never know. But oh man. I'm excited. So excited. Fucking 2 days? I can't wait 2 days.